Well, let me show you my drip system. This is a drip line that came from Haas. You can see it kind of glittering in the sun maybe there as the droplets fall. Kind of a cool sight. And this is and somebody's going to ask. I have to do a disclaimer every time I come out here because someone always asks, where do I get those tubs? Can't get any more. They were from a company that were throwing them away, and I just happened to be in the right place, right time, and wish I could get 100 more of them, and I can't. But I mean, I can show you some on Amazon, but they're $40 a piece, and you're not going to want to pay that for them. I cut the bottoms out of them to make basically a raised bed garden. I call this my tub garden, but it's a raised bed garden that I'm just using bottom cut out tubs as holding my soil medium. So anyway, with that disclaimer in mind, this irrigation system again came from Haas. These are my peas. These are zipper cream peas. They're popping up, and the peas came from Haas too. These poking through. A lot of them are just starting to breaking the ground, fixing to push through. And it's been cold. I really thought they weren't going to germinate because it's been so dang cold. And but they're doing it. And I want to mainly show you my drip irrigation system. I just got it in and kind of proud of it. Show you how I've configured it doing these double rows here. Now I probably should have I probably should have done, since I've got my peas on each side. I've got a strip of fertilizer in the middle. I've got peas on either side. So what I did was just run my drip irrigation down the very middle. These two are Swiss chard. That is Swiss chard. That is asparagus. The rest of it that you see coming up is peas, and I haven't planted those yet. Those are purple hull. But what I did was just basically make a manifold. Came off, and I'm not going to, I didn't show you how I did it and the installation and all that because Haas has just got some better videos than I do on this. So, but basically, I've got a timer on it. That's not something Haas, well, I don't know whether they have it or not, but I didn't get the timer from them. It comes out with a filter. That is a filter. A pressure reducer that reduces it, I think, to 12 psi. And then I came off and went down and then out. Well, what I had to do also for this tub, for this row, was, let me see if I can get over here and get a better shot of it. Where there's a will, there's a way. So before I went this way to the rest of my tubs, I had to come down, put a T in it, and then come over here and run just run a little short piece here to supply. This is supply hose. This big black stuff is supply hose. This is drip hose. And so I just ran a little short piece of supply over here for the drip heads and for the drip tape. I put shut-off valves because once the onions are gone, I'll be pulling onions in about a month and a half or so. And once those are gone, if I don't replant these tubs, if I don't replant this row, I won't need to water it. So I put a shut-off on it. Haas sent me some that had the shut-offs and some that did not. So again, the shut-offs on this one too, mainly because I haven't planted it yet and I didn't know if I wanted to water it or not. But I'm going ahead and watering it because I'm going to plant it, I think, next week. It's supposed to turn off quite a bit warmer. But man, this just really is a good way to go. Let me show you here what I did. So this is a main line supplying all the way down here. So I came up, put a T right there, came up, put a T right there. Kind of looks like a longhorn, like a Texas longhorn, don't it? And just capped it off. Those are the little caps that they put on. It's a little figure 8 that they put on the main line to crimp it off. It just kinks it. You can see that. That's all it does is just kinking that main line to keep it to form a terminal end. But just came up. I could have gone, punched a hole here and punched a hole here and done a drip down each row, because I'm fertilizer in the middle, planting on either side. But as long as I water it often enough, I think it's going to be enough. I mean, I've had at one time I had PVC pipe in here, and I was planning on doing PVC pipe, but I asked Travis at Hoss about the drip line, and he sent me a mess of it. He sent me the kit, the drip line kit. If you're interested in some drip line, the drip line kit it's got T's in it. It's got the filter and the shutoff, the pressure regulator, and it's got some T's and some elbows, and 1,600 and something feet of this. And I'll show you. I'll go down there and show you how the drip line terminates. Kinks off, clamps off. Here's the way the drip tape. That is usually flat. It's full of water right now, dripping. But this is the way it terminates. You put the drip tape through here, fold it 2 or 3 times, put it back in there, and then pull it from this side, pull it up in there. Again, Hoss has got much better videos on installing this than I do, but that's how the ends of the drip tape are terminated. But anyway, just look at the drip line dripping in the sun. I was a little concerned that going over these tubs, from one to another to another to another, that it was going to not kink but flatten out and not supply. But it's not. It's once that stuff, once you charge it with water, once you turn the water on, that stuff it gets big, and it gets fat, and it starts it's pretty, it's pretty stiff. I mean, that's almost like a water hose. But when you see it flat, it's just flimsy flat. But you can see all that stuff coming up. It's fixing to bust through right there. Again, planted these about 2 weeks ago. They should have been up, but the weather was not cooperating. But that's a look at the drip system. So go to Hoss if you are unsure what you want to do this year to water your garden. I think most everybody's going to know that a drip irrigation system is going to be the most efficient, especially if you're on city water. If you got to pay for your water, this is well water, and that's why it's got the filter in it over there. Filters out all my junk that's in the well water. But if you're on city water and you have to pay somebody for your water, you really need to take a look at drip irrigation. I've done a lot of different drip type things, and I'll show you some more in vegetable garden over there. That's got I did a little bit differently. I kind of did a hybrid of this and some drip emitters. But anyway, this is it. I think it's pretty cool the way it goes over and over and over, and kind of got that, I don't know, kind of got that look. Now, pretty soon, all that's going to be covered up with peas, because once those peas get up, it's going to hide that drip tape, and I won't be able to even see it, because those peas are going to get fat, big, and tall, and then start producing peas. I hope so. And my corn has got this drip line in it too, and I'll be showing you that in a few days. So I want to show you my drip tape. Pleased, very pleased with the drip tape. All right, I think that's it. We've about dripped enough. All right, we're gone.